Hi everybody! Alright, so I just want to get one thing off the plate right now. The reason my hair is like this is because when I went and got my roots touched up the other day, I had an allergic reaction to the dye that they used, and my lymph nodes in the back kind of got they swelled up, but I was able to bring down the swelling, but but it's like, I don't know, there's still something wrong, so it's like making my hair all crunchy, so I'm just trying to keep my hair off my neck as much as possible so that my hair doesn't stick to my neck. And also same behind my ears. I think the term for it is weeping ear. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is Love Forever Elle wants me to do a study video. So that's what I'm going to do. Now see, these are the main essentials for when I study. This is how I study. Note cards. Like, note cards are an essential for me. For dates, vocabulary, especially if you're learning a foreign language. Like, okay, this is just a tidbit I used from Italian one. I had to think, I'm sorry. On the front, I would have the English. On one side, I'd have the English word. So for sister, I would have like sister. On the back, I would have sorella and the different formations of it. And how I would remember it. Like, sister, as I said, was sorella, and sorella is similar to sorority, and sororities are sisters. That's how I remembered it. So note cards are a must-have for me. I have to have my note cards, and I have to have them organized. So I have those little separator things. But it all depends on how you study. For me, note cards do the trick. Have a homework planner so that you know. Have your homework planner with you so then you can open it up. I got this from Barnes & Noble the other day. So you can open up and be like, alright, so I have a test here. Map out what you're going to study, when you're going to study it, etc. So a homework planner. And last but not least, have your binder. Now this is the one that I have for classes that are coming up. I start classes in 2 weeks. Oh my god. It's so close, it's so far away. I'm so shocked at how fast the time went. I'm going to show you how I have my binder set up in a second. I just want to get the sticker off the side. Because I'm like a freak. I'm like, not, I don't say a freak, but I don't like having the labels on my stuff. It just irritates me because then people are like the snobbier people are like, ew. Why don't you just get the real brand? Why did you, like, yeah, so it irks me. So on the inside of this, I have 2 folders, and I'm going to be separating these for my classes. This is going to be my psychology section, my English composition section, my world civ section, Italian, and my math. And even though I have notebooks for each class, I have college rolled paper in the back, because you never know when you're just going to need plain loose leaf paper. But this is my, I guess you could call this a Bible. This was from my humanities class, and I can show you some of the things I did, because when we got the packets, like, and I kept everything together in sections. So like, this was the first packet we got in the first packet we got for humanities. So when the teacher was discussing it, I would go through following it and make notes. Like for anything important. Like if they say it more than once, I would underline it. Like here, let's see. Alright, so for ancient Egypt, like this was one of my favorite sections that we did. He would give us little tidbits, and I would just make notes in the margins. And then I would review my packets, and I would read my textbook. Like, I'm one of those people who, I study, but I also have to reread the information constantly. So, like, I may have my binder full of information and my note cards full of quizzy style questions and everything. But when push comes to shove, I'm one of those girls who will just sit there with the textbook and reread the unit until I have it down to the point where I can have somebody question me and I know the answers. So, like, I don't have any of my textbooks up here. Alright, well, let's say this was a textbook. It's not. I got this when I went to the MoMA with my creative writing class. Look at the little sticker. So, like, if this was what I would do, is most textbooks, what they do is they have, like, my textbooks at least, at the end of the sections they have those little section reviews. So, like, okay, let's say that this was one section and then this was the section review. Section review. I would just sit here rereading this, going over my notes, looking at my note cards, and I'd go up to somebody and have them ask me the questions and then have them quiz me like that and such. So that's how I really study. I mean, and something else I suggest you do. Now this isn't for studying, but this is if you're going someplace where you're not used to. You just make sure my school name is on here. Alright. Wait. Print out your schedule and tape it inside your notebooks just so you know where you're going, when you're going. Or even better yet, get a map of the campus so you can map out your routes beforehand. Alright guys, well that's how I study. And if you have any questions or anything furthering, I can kind of touch base. So just leave a comment below. It's so Shane Dawson. I feel like I should just, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this. Wait. And my things being very, okay. Let's see if it works. No, oh well. Anyway, so that's how I study, and next coming up, one of the videos I'm going to do is a topic that's very dear to me is anti-bullying. So I'm probably going to start that video now-ish while I'm uploading this, so